If you're like me, activating POTA means spending a great deal of time untangling wires. It almost feels like you're spending more time untangling wires, getting either the gear out or putting it away to go back home, than you actually spend making contacts. Over the last month, I've spent a great deal of time. I've had a lot of failures trying to come up with a solution. I've created a 3D printed solution to not only help keep your wires more organized and managed better, but also keep that tent stake. That's something that's often overlooked. I always need my tent stake, especially if I'm hanging a wire from the tree. Let me show you how this little tool may well change the POTA game for all of us. So let's get to the video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Dale. Thanks for joining us here. If you like making stuff and/or you're an outdoor enthusiast like we are, consider joining our family by clicking that subscribe button down below, and don't forget to hit that little bell, because for whatever reason, YouTube won't notify you. Before we get too deep into this video, I do want to show you a couple that I've gotten offline that you can download. These are free to download, and I'll put a link in the description down below if I can find both of these. I'm pretty sure I have them saved. This is another ham radio operator's design, and as you can see, he's got the little holes that you can mount and make this an antenna as well, not just a winder. And then this is another design I thought actually looked pretty cool, and both of them are great. I wanted to make my own, so that's how we ended up doing this. And I can tell you through several different iterations of this and then field testing them throughout the last 30 days, I've learned a lot, and I can tell you some things that won't work. If you're going to print this, don't print it in PLA. With POTA being an outdoor event that you're going to be doing, these start getting into the sunlight and they'll start warping. I'll show you this one, and it wasn't outside very long at all, and you can already see where it's bowing, and it's actually bent pretty good just being outside for a little bit. And I'll suggest using PETG material. That's what I've been using on these other ones as I kind of finalize these. So one of the things that I really enjoy about this design is you've also got a place to keep your tent stake, and you can see it's pretty simple. It's just another little triangle printed into the wire winder so that it'll hold your tent stake. If you're using an end-fed half-wave antenna, you know you're going to be tying part of it up in the tree, so you've got a wad of string for that you're going to be throwing up and looping over, pulling that back down, and then on the end where you're going to be tying into your radio, your coax to your radio, you're going to need a tent stake. So to me it made sense to make one that would actually hold the tent stake. And I'll tell you what I've done on this design, and it'll be easier to see on this one that's two colors, is I've designed this to where you can print two different sides. That way you don't have a bunch of bridging or any of that, and then the sides match up perfectly, a few dots of super glue, and it'll hold it together. Having these two pieces super glued together also gives you a little more rigidity, so that when you are winding this up, and that's some of the problems that I had with some of the cheaper ones that you can buy online, you start winding your wire up on it, and then before you know it, it's basically collapsed. Now the good thing is those may never break, but the bad thing is they're all collapsed and your wire's still a mess. So this one, printed with the PETG and actually making it two different plates that you glue together, gives it a little more rigidity, kind of like a piece of plywood, but you're still less than a 1/4 inch thick overall, so it's still lightweight. In my mind, it's going to work great. We've also got the holes in the end pieces. You could put a piece of paracord on this and tie this along with your radio wires straight to your tripod, and that eliminates even more mess, and then everything's all together in one little bundle. With the POTA Performer being elevated, I'm also staking out my tripod so that if you get those breezes, it's not going to knock your whole entire antenna system over and risk injuring somebody and or breaking your antenna. Having another little winder that you can tie to your tripod helps keep them nice and tidy. And then also the two radio wires, it's big enough you can actually use it for paracord, And then you've also got your tent stake right here, which actually doesn't seem like much, but it's actually pretty cool. And then on the other side, you guys know what that hole's for, so if you're trying to make an antenna yourself, this winder would work for that also. So you could actually print it up with or without the PL239 on the one side, and then the tent stake on the other side. And that would be your option, especially if you use the downloadable files that we're going to be getting to here in a second. Now, that brings us into the downloadable files. We're going to be giving away the digital file to one of you lucky members, and you can actually use it for commercial use. I don't care what you do with it. The only thing I ask is don't sell my file. That seems to me to be more than fair, but I know there's a fair amount of you guys that are ham radio operators that are also little makers on the side and may have a 3D printer at home, and this may be something you want to try, and then it's also kind of cool. How we're going to do this, if you guys would like to enter in, we're going to be giving away the file for free to one lucky person. When this video hits 200 views, we'll be giving that away. So to enter to win, all you have to do is comment down below, put I'm in, that you would like to win the free file. I don't care if you use it for commercial use. Say you want to print up a bunch of these, if you've already got a 3D printer and you'd like to print them up. I don't care if you sell them or not. You can do what you want. The only thing I ask is just don't sell my file. I've spent over a month on this, and part of the reason that it's taken so long is I spent right out of a solid month learning a particular program, only to find out there's absolutely no way on my limited budget I'd ever be able to afford that program. That was a mistake that I made, and if you'd like to hear more about that, I'd like to talk you into subscribing, because we're going to be making a video on that. Don't make some of these mistakes that I made using some programs that you're never going to be able to use and print off stuff, especially if you're going to be trying to do a side hustle and sell it, because you can't afford the licensing fee. So we'll be doing a video on that coming up soon, along with, if you guys can hear that little bit of a fan blowing behind me, keeping the filament dry here in our humid area has been a challenge, and that's another obstacle that we had to overcome over the last month. I'll be coming out with a video on the filament dryer that we are actually using now, and I'll explain to you whether or not it's something you may or may not need. But that's another video that we're going to be coming out with soon. And then also, I promised you a couple of weeks ago, I was going to be showing you the the little holder that I made for the Baofeng. So the good thing about this is it actually fits. So if you've got the belt clip, it'll still fit in there. And then if you notice this little part here on the side, it will actually still fit in there if you've got that mic and the earpiece attached to your Baofeng. We'll do another video on that one coming up soon, but I just wanted to let you know part of the reason that we weren't able to get that up to you as soon as possible is because the program I was using to do these files, the original files are mounted on the wall behind me on this one. I can't use them because I can't afford that program, but I did find a program that I can afford, and we've already paid for that, just trying to make this business work in any fashion that we can. But if I can save you guys some time, money, and frustration, that's what this whole channel's been about since we started it. We also are going to be offering some of this stuff in our Etsy store. There'll be links to both our Leather Shop Etsy store as well as our Makes Etsy store down below and our regular website. And then lastly, comment down below, is this something that you would think would be pretty cool to have in your gear bag, maybe even with your call sign embedded into it? I think it would be kind of fun. I've actually got one printed, or a couple of them printed up out of the PLA with my call sign. Those just simply aren't going to work. Again, if you're new to this and you're not familiar, comment down below. I'm using the PETG. You could also use ABS or one of the other more suited for outdoor activity filaments that are out there. But we're using the PETG, and so far I've had this sitting out in the sun for many a days baking. It hadn't warped or damaged in any fashion, so I'm pleased with how it's working. Again, we appreciate your likes, comments, and subscribes. And until next week's video comes out, be sure to click up here. We've got a video, a playlist I've made especially for you. I hope that you all have a blessed week. And let's get outside and make something happen.